Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to this wonderful Luton swimming pool. Here we are for Swim England East Region 2026 Long Course Championships. This is session 18. Can you believe it? We've made it this far. I'm thrilled to announce our technical director tonight and the weekend, Jane Howell. Our referee for this evening, Joan Wheeler. And our starter, Max Payne, and our East Region President. Thank you, Max, for being here. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Bedfordshire County President, Liz Woolner. Good luck to all our swimmers tonight. We've got you. We're cheering for you. You've got it. Whilst we wait for the whistle to blow, spectators, we are really in need of some volunteers this weekend, Saturday and particularly Sunday. We are missing a marshal or two and we need somebody to help us on the door. If you're a Swim England member and you've got some time on your hand, please, please, please step forward to help us make this event run smoothly for these wonderful swimming talents today and this weekend. If you're interested to help out, please find any one of us in a blue shirt or any one of us in a white shirt, and we will point you in the right direction. Event 711, the mixed 11 to 14 years, 800 meter freestyle, heat 1 of 11. Over to you, referee. Okay, kicking us off tonight, the brilliant Jemima Man from Dunmow Atlantis in lane 3. In lane 4, Jacob Wadley from Colchester. And in lane 5, Amelie Murray, Epping Forest. Smooth 25, done. Really close at the end of this first 50. Lovely to be here again to cheer on our 14 and under champions. What talent we have in this Eastern region. They set a high bar last weekend, and I know they're going to deliver this weekend for sure. So this is 16 lengths, and we are 2 down, 100 meters done. It's Jacob and Jemima that takes in-sync turn, followed expertly by Amelie. Now, we do love a long-distance swim because of the delivery of sophisticated strategies that these young swimmers have to execute. Thinking about at what point to up their pace, at what point to kick a little harder, pull a little faster, how not to be controlled by the swimmer next to them, but to take their own journey. Jemima Mann turns us at the end of the 200. We're a quarter of the way through this thing. Just like that. Jacob and Amelie follow the couple of seconds between them. It's a special type of swimming, long-distance swimming. It takes endurance, resilience, inner self-belief that you can swim this amount of lengths and get to the end. And these swimmers can do it, absolutely. This is a training session. They do it most days. So the swimmers are sort of equally opening up now, beginning to up their pace, but consistently across the water. So Jemima's still in the lead. Jacob has up that front crawl, that sort of arm rotation, and Amelie beginning to do the same. As they come into the halfway turn, after this next length, we're going to begin to see them pulling out a different part of their strategy, part 2. Or maybe some of them have split it into 4 sections. Evenly spaced across this water, and all 3 of them with a really consistent, strong stroke on display. But it is Jemima that's going to turn us into the halfway mark first. 8 lengths left. Jacob Wadley just checking the magic 8 is the one he saw. He knows about the next 8 lengths. Easy peasy. Jacob has indeed begun to pick up his pace, and to my eye, it looks like he's closing in on Jemima's lead. She's got an excellent turn on her, really strong, just keeps propelling her forward as he catches her, so she turns and zooms away again. I'm going to take the chance also to say hello to everybody watching on the live stream. Good evening to you. Thanks for supporting these wonderful swimmers. So that's 500 metres. We have 300 metres left to go, and I class that as the start of the business end of the 800. And it is, have a look, Jacob beginning to close in again. Can Jemima throw him off in the turn? You know, she can. She's been doing it this entire time. She's done it again. Except this now, I believe that Jacob's got the measure of that, and he's gone in with just as hard a turn as Jemima. He is defo closing that gap. What's he want to do about the final 200 here? Amelie continues with that long and really consistent stroke in lane 5. All these swimmers are going to be absolutely thrilled to see 4 at the end of their lane. Lovely turn for Amelie. Comes in as a little check. It is 4. Comes into the final 200. Your eyes were not deceiving you. Only 4 lengths left. Jacob continues to close the gap. He's really beginning to power up now in lane 4. Going to begin to ask some questions of Jemima and the lead that she's carved out for herself. What do we think Jemima's answer is going to be? Has he got enough in his tank to kick into this final 100 and go for it? So Jemima takes her turn into the final 100. So does Jacob. Let's see what these two are going to do about this final 100. Jacob's come out of that turn with a bit of speed. Here comes Amelie. She's in. Right, go on then, swimmers. Oh, it's got to feel lovely, hasn't it, to take your final turn into your last length? Epic. But wowee, what an absolutely sterling lead Jemima Mann has carved out for herself and maintained. Jacob Wadley, defo, seeking to close that gap, but never quite managing to catch Jemima. Jemima and her powerful turns. Good work, girl. First touch to Jemima Mann. That was wonderful. Congratulations. She's looking at the board, checking out the time. In comes Jacob. Sterling swim for him. Well done. Amelie Murray finishing this set in style. Absolutely. Congratulations, swimmers, and good luck to our next competitors.
Heat 2, over to you, referee. All right, good evening, everyone. Right, in lane 1, we have Arla Hall from Basel and Phoenix. In lane 2, we have Marcel Finter from Bedford. Lane 3, Emma Todd from Potter's Bar. Lane 4, Tommy Camilotti Titan from Hatfield. Lane 5, Layla Harley from Watford. Lane 6, Sebastian Fraser from Flitwick. Lane 7, Charlotte Rich from Stevenage. And lane 8 is Tate Cole from Borough of Southend. All right, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. A beautiful day here in the lovely Luton, as we like to say. And great start here from pretty much everybody at the moment. Is neck and neck at this stage. We've got 16 lengths. And so better than the 1,500 meters last week when we had about 30 lengths. So I'm sure these swimmers will probably appreciate that. But it's a great start here from Tate Cole in lane 8, as well as also lane 5's Layla Harley doing a brilliant job at the moment. But once again, it comes to that stage where you got 16 lengths. You want to get to the lane 8, the 8th length, and then that's where you start to work your next half of strategy. So a great shot here from Tate Cole in lane first place. Second place at the moment is Layla Harley, and third place is currently Sebastian Fraser. So great job for them at the moment, but it's very, very early. And right now, these swimmers are really close to each other and can spring at any time. I'm sure that we're working our strategies within this race. You'll notice that what you need to keep an eye on in this race is the stroke rates, the kicking. And if you start seeing that the stroke rate starts to increase, I always like to compare it to each swimmer and see which swimmers are moving their arms faster than the other. So right now is really, really close between Layla Hartley and Tate Cole. All these swimmers are in the 12-year category as well, so they're really young, but wonderful swimmers. And we got some really good talents in this whole entire east region of this fantastic swimming nation of ours. But lovely swimming here from Tate Cole. Very nice, lovely kicking beat, rhythmic kicking, as well as also Layla Harley. A lovely stroke from her. Fantastic rhythm. And in third place now, coming up first is Sebastian Fraser in lane 6, doing a great job there. So all these swimmers in the 12-year category, they'll be looking to get their times better. They'll be looking for possible medals to see how fast they can swim. And Layla Harley's doing a great job now. She starts to stretch her lead. So at the moment, we're looking... So they've done 6 lengths at the moment. So once again, is Layla Harley leading at this very early stage of the race and keeping right behind and Tate Cole. And you can start to see a couple other swimmers now. Marcel Finter in lane 2 doing a great job there. And you're starting to also see that Tommy Camilotti Tyson also starting to press up now in lane 4, as well as also lane 7's Charlotte Rich. So now we come up to the 6 lengths mark. So 300 meters gone, half a kilometer to go, 500 meters. So Tate Cole in second now, and really doing a good job now. Sebastian Fraser right next to there, Tate Cole here. As well as right next to them there is Marcel Finter for the boys here, fighting it out here. Doing a great job as well as Emma Todd, as well as also Tommy Camilotti as well, doing a brilliant job as well. So still early stage, we're coming up to the halfway stage, and this is where we start to really see things moving. But at the moment, a great start here, and you can start to see Layla Harley starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. This is a strategy. She's got a lovely, smooth, long-distance stroke. You can always compare it to the sprinters, because the sprinters generally move their arms really quick. Their kicking is absolutely goes really, really fast as well. But with these swimmers, they're absolutely their style, their stroke, their power is absolutely so effective, and their rhythm as well is such a rhythmic beat as well. You can see the kicking from Layla here. She leads this race, doing a fantastic job. Now coming to the halfway stage is Layla Hartley in front. And all of a sudden now you start to see Sebastian Fraser starting to make a move, as well as Marcel Finter, lane 2. Tate Cole is in this race still, doing a great job at the moment. He's in third place now. Sebastian Fraser is just slightly ahead, but it's really, really close between those two at the moment. Literally around about 200 of a second, so nothing in between those two. And you got Marcel Finter, 5:30.70, really close as well. So these boys are super close. And in the girls section, you're starting to see the two girls there with Emma Todd and Charlotte Rich in lanes 3 and lane 7 at the moment. A little bit away behind from Layla Hartley, really keeping the pace now, doing a great job. As she comes towards 6 lengths to go, the last 300 meters, she's doing a brilliant job at the moment. Absolutely pulling away from the rest of the pack. It's a good couple of seconds ahead at the moment, so great job. But these two boys over here, wow, these boys are going to have such a race between Sebastian Fraser and Tate Cole as we come towards the 6 lengths to go mark. And then we start seeing some sprinters or some movers starting about 200 meters to go. You're starting to see that, looking at Tommy's doing a great job there in lane 4, as well as also lane 3's Emma Todd doing a brilliant job, as well as also Charlotte Rich. They starting to move up the pack now, almost next to Marcel Finter now, as they start to move with 6 lengths to go, 300 meters. Still leading though, great swim here from Charlotte, Layla Hartley, once again leading that pace. Tate Cole just slightly behind Sebastian Fraser now. Can he make a late surge in the last 4 lengths to go? We shall see. So keep an eye on this race. This is going to have some movers, uppers, downers, you name it. They're all going to get into this race, and we're going to see some real sprinters in this race, I'm sure, when we get to the last 2 or 3 lengths. But great job here from Layla Hartley. Really difficult to catch. And you can start to see now Sebastian Fraser trying to pull ahead of Tate Cole. And on the far side there, you got Tommy really working hard with trying to catch up to Marcel Finter in lane 2 from lane 4. So now we come to the last 4 lengths to go now when it's 200 meters. 4 lengths to go. Can Layla Hartley finish this race solidly? Really working hard though, Sebastian Fraser, as he leads the boys in the 12-year age group, coming to the final 4 lengths to go. Then you got Tate Cole right behind him as well. And just behind him at the moment is Marcel Finter. Tommy really catching him nicely at the moment, just behind him. And the two girls really fighting now between Emma Todd and Charlotte Rich. Isla Hall doing a great job there. She's also got 4 lengths to go. So final 3 lengths now, and let's see who's going to start making a move. Tate Cole really trying to catch up to Sebastian Fraser there in lane 6. Really doing a good job as well as he's trying to match it pace for pace. Maybe he's going to do the last 2 lengths of the sprint. It's going to be fascinating to see. Can he do it? Can he be the first boy in the 12 years in this heat to get himself a good time? The times for these boys: Tate Cole, 11:18.50. For Layla Hartley is 11:08.12. Can she beat that time? With 2 lengths to go, she turns at 9:24. She's definitely on course to get it. We shall watch this very, very carefully indeed. Second place at the moment is now Sebastian Fraser. His time is 11:09.90. As we get to the last 100 meters to go, can Tate Cole push it up strongly? Can he match it pace for pace? As we come to the last 2 lengths, it's going to be a really fascinating race indeed. He's now looking up, seeing where he is at the moment. Can he do it? He's really giving everything he's got at the moment. Can Sebastian Fraser hang in there for that top place on the 12 years at this stage of the event? Right, last 50 meters now, and the wonderful Layla Hartley as she comes cruising through. What an absolutely master swim as she's coming through now with 25 meters to go. It looks like she's going to absolutely smash her register time. No doubt about it. What a great swim from her. 11:08 was her time, and she's going to come cruising through. She's got about 48 seconds to beat it, and I think she's got to at least beat it by quite a margin here, by about at least 30 seconds. And let's give it up for Layla Hartley, 10:41.77. Wow, that was brilliant from her. And we've got the 2 boys here between Tate Cole and Sebastian Fraser. Can Tate Cole beat Sebastian Fraser? It's going to be really, really close. Wow, look at that. Tate Cole does it. He gets second place with 1/100th of a second in front of Sebastian Fraser. That was an epic swim there from Tate Cole for their last 50 meters. Absolutely amazing stuff. What on Tate. Also Marcel Finster finishing now. And let's give it up for our wonderful swimmers here. Arla Hall now finishing her race. These kids are superstars, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of them in the future as well. Super talent, superstars.
Heat 3, referee. In lane 1, Iona Parks, Thurrock. In lane 2, Martha Moore, West Norfolk. Catherine Haverley from Hatfield is in lane 3. Marco Sotototh from Peterborough, lane 4. Florence Gill from Epping Forest in lane 5. And also from Epping Forest in lane 6, it's Neve Toussaint. From Stowmarket in lane 7, Molly Nowell. And John Homandaley from St Albans is in lane 8. 50 and done, look at that. It's Marco that turns them first. Very close though. Stunning swimming in our first 2 heats. Congratulations. And good luck to everybody about to take to the water after these lot. In beautiful formation, they come back down the water to us. End of the first 100. Marco, Catherine and Florence. I will take the opportunity to tell you that I picked up some lost property last week. It was a blue and white sort of makeup wash bag, and inside it were some brand new bits and bobs. Dave and I believe that it may well belong to a swimmer or a swim family who were visiting us in Norwich last weekend. So I have it here with me this weekend. If it belongs to you or someone that you know in your club, please come and see us at the announcer's desk, because we'd love to return it to the rightful owner. Have a look at the end of the first 200 now. It's Catherine that takes the first touch into that turn, then Florence, then Marco, and those two swimmers either side of Marco got great force out of those turns. In a solid fourth place, it's Niamh Tucson in lane 6. Lovely strong stroke that she's got. And Florence really picking up the energy now in lane 5 to lead this lot into the 250 turn. But Catherine has met her at the wall. And they're once again neck and neck. These three are going to battle wonderfully all the way home, using each other to set the pace, decide what comes next. But into this 300-meter turn, it's Florence that's now in control. In sync over there, Iona and Martha in lanes 1 and 2 head into their turn. So does Molly, and John is in. Right, now Catherine and Florence right out in front at the halfway turn. The Magic 8. I don't know why I think it's the Magic 8. I'm just fixated on the fact that if I were swimming this and I saw 8 lengths left, I'd feel quite quietly confident. I don't know why. I'm not a swimmer. I've never done 800 meters. Niamh Tucson is really picking up her pace out of that halfway turn. She's got loads left in her tank. We need to keep our eye on her because she may well come in for third touch, you know. So I am all this evening and all tomorrow going to keep calling out for volunteers. If you are free for any of the sessions, tomorrow or Sunday, it doesn't have to be all day, it could just be one of the sessions. If you are free to volunteer in marshalling or to help us on the entrance door, please do step forward. We are urgently in need of volunteers to make this weekend run smoothly for this amazing swimming talent. We're a lovely team. We do not bite. There's cake. No, defo not all of us. There's cake. There's tea and coffee. You get to watch the racing for free. Keep your eye on Niamh, closing the gap on Marco in that third position. She has a plan and she is executing it. Florence Gill still out front and leading us. May well have just picked up her pace again, you know. We've got all sorts of international signs going on from this gallery and around the pool. We've got the coach's waft, the classic coach's waft. We've got the international sign for swim faster happening, kick faster. There's some ravers over there. Get along. Four lengths left. And Florence still firmly in the lead. Catherine Hatherley about a body or two behind her, but really looking strong in lane 3. And now Marco and Neve. What's that, about a couple of seconds between those two swimmers now. Not much in it for 4 lengths left. Can Neve challenge Marco? We are all in to the final 200, the business end of this race. This is where we'll find out if they've got enough left in their tank to sprint a little bit, challenge the leader. Keep your eye on Catherine. What we discovered about Catherine last weekend was, yeah, she keeps loads in her tank and she can bring it out whenever she's ready. And here she comes, have a look. She's already beginning to close some gap on Florence. She has a design in mind. The bells. For Florence Gill. For Catherine Hatherley. Marco's found a second wind. Bells for Marco. Bells for Neve. Now over there in lanes 1 and 2, it's Martha Moore that's got the edge on it as they come into their final 100 meters. Bells for Molly Noel. And in comes John Herman Daly. Go on then. Final 50 for Florence Gill. What a fantastic swim. Catherine is really challenging her on this. She's got something left in her tank to bring a sprint in here. Has she got enough time to challenge for first touch? Oh, she's looking great. She's really picking it up. She's barely breathing. After all of this swimming, she may well just do it. But golly gosh, I think Florence knows exactly where she is, and she's picking up her sprint as well. Here she comes. Don't take a breath. Smashed it. Good work, Florence. Congratulations. Lovely swimming, Catherine. Wonderful, wonderful. In comes Marco Sotototh. Nice one, Marco. Well done, Neve. Great, great swimming. Hats are off. Smashed it. In comes Martha Moore. 12-year-old swimmers. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Martha. Well done, Iona. Molly's in. Last few meters for John Herman Daly. Well done, swimmers.
Heat 4, over to you, referee. All right, in lane 1, we've got Holly Featherstone from Epping Forest in the 12-year category. Lane 2, Mabel Chatterton from West Norfolk in the 12-year category. Lane 3, Alexander Irish from Newmarket in the 12-year category. Lane 4, Julian Vanier from Hatfield in the 12-year category. Lane 5 is Elizabeth Lemfonenko from West Norfolk in the 13-year category. Lane 6, Victor Dryankov from Thurrock in the 12-year category. Lane 7 is Anya Coakley from Team Twitch in the 12-year category. And Lane 8 is Imogen Coates from Senior Cambridge in the 12-year category. All right, a great start there from Holly Featherstone there in lane 1. Just a reminder to all our folks as well, it's going to be a long weekend, and as you know, the volunteers over here do a great job, and it's a lot of fun. You get your lunches and what have you. So we do desperately need some volunteers for Sunday. So if you're here all day Sunday, please do come along, and if you want to volunteer, just ask one of us, and we can then get you to speak to Tom Baster, who can then organize for you to where he needs you. So it is a great job to do, to volunteer and to support such wonderful swimmers, and of course this wonderful occasion at the East Regional Swimming Champs. So if you want to volunteer, please do help. We do need as many of you guys as possible. Without you, things would be a bit slow, and it wouldn't be possible. So you are crucial to every single one of us. Anyway, back to the race, and still a great start there from Holly Featherstone. And coming up now, starting to move ahead, is lane 3's Alexander Irish, and you've got Elizabeth Lemfonenko in lane 5 doing a great job. Lane 7's also Anya Coakley. As we come to the turn now, it's neck and neck. It really is still holding a lead. It's really one of those races where anything could happen. They've got a nice steady pace at the moment, but it's just one of those swimmers who just absolutely destroy that strategy, where that person just goes racing ahead. And you need to be mentally strong with your stroke, and you need to make sure that you keep your own strategy and it works for you. If it works for you, it works for you, you know. So we shall see how that goes. And you can start to see all of a sudden now Holly Featherstone keeping a good pace on the first 200 meters, 4 lengths gone. Then you've got 12 lengths to go. So at the moment, Holly Featherstone keeps a slender lead, and right behind him is Alexander Irish and Anya Coakley. Those three, but right behind them, the rest of the pack. And looking good at the moment is currently Elizabeth Lemfonenko, as well as also Victor Dryankov as well. So we know these swimmers are great swimmers there. They did a great job in the 1,500 meters. So they know each other's strategies fairly well. But this is a whole different ballgame when it comes to the 1,500 meters and the 800 meters. 1,500 meters is like a marathon. This is like a half marathon. And it's about how you finish and how you work your way through this race. And it's always good for the pace. The ones that keep the strong, steady, smooth, lovely stroke pace. As we come along here, you got Holly Featherstone doing a great job there in lane 1. Lane 3 now doing Alexander Irish now really pressing in. And look at lane 7 now, Anya Coakley. What a great job she's doing in the 12-year category. The only 13-year swimmer at the moment is Elizabeth Lemfonenko. So she's also doing a brilliant job as well. Looking forward to seeing these swimmers during the weekend. I'm actually really excited. We had such a great time last week in Norwich. We had massive crowds, and I hope to see all of you down here at the pool. If not, we've got a wonderful YouTube streaming, live streaming. All you need to do is put in Swim England East Regional Swimming and get your family to watch online during live streams as well. From our fantastic camera guy, and also the DJ Dave here as well, doing a brilliant job. So coming now in the length, and Holly Featherstone still holding on that lead, really setting that pace quite high at the moment. 6 lengths gone, 10 lengths to go. As you get to the 500 meter mark, really going nicely here with these 3 in front at the moment. And to be honest with you, any one of these swimmers, they are that close at the moment. It is really, really close. Usually you've got a swimmer going miles ahead, and other swimmers are really struggling to try and catch up with them. But right now, at this point, every single one of these 8 swimmers has a chance to win this heat, without a question of a doubt. It is just to see which one of these swimmers is going to start to push ahead. And you started to see already that Elizabeth Lemfonenko in lane 5 is really starting to press up her pace a little bit. in lane 5, but still holding on to this lead at the moment. The three of them pacing each other nicely between Holly Featherstone, Anya Coakley now in the lead as she comes to the halfway stage. And this is really when it gets fascinating and really interesting. You've got Elizabeth Lemfonenko doing a great job there in 4th place currently. And you've got Victor Dryankov keeping pace with her, finding out whether she's one of those that start to move in the second half, and she sure is, as well as also Victor Dryankov. He did this in the 1,500 meters, if I recall. He came from behind, and he started working his way through in the second half of the race. And I think this is his strategy as well as his coach's strategy, which they work out all the time. But a great job now, and you can start to see Anya Coakley now starting to press now in the second half, and she's really trying to press the pace. Can the rest of them react? Can the other two with Holly Featherstone, Alexander Irish, Elizabeth Lemfonenko, Victor Dryankov start to make a move, start to realize that Anya Coakley is starting to press now, and you can start to see the rotation of her arms are getting quicker and quicker as she's starting to come through. Lovely stroke from her as she's coming through really, really fast now with about 6 lengths to go, the last 300 meters. This is going to be crucial. What, half a kilometer gone, 300 meters to go. We got 6 lengths. And she got a lead. What's the lead at the moment? It is currently just under 3 second lead at the moment in front of Alexander Irish in second now. I think Alexander Irish is starting to see that Anya Coakley is starting to make a move. And I think he's starting to realize this as well. The other two summits, Elizabeth Lemfonenko and Victor Dryankov, are trying to press up against Holly Featherstone at this stage of the race. But it's still anybody's race at this stage. You got the other 3 behind there, just working the field nicely. Julian Vanier, you got Molly Chatterton, Mabel Chatterton, as well as also lane 8, Imogen Coates, doing a great job as well. So coming down to the last 4 lengths, the last 5 lengths now, and it's still Anya Coakley in front. We shall see what the gap is between and Holly Featherstone now working hard as Alexander Irish is starting to realize the threat that has been made here from. He's really working hard, Alexander Irish, as well as also Holly Featherstone, and Elizabeth Lemfonenko is right in there at the moment. And you can start to see Julian Vanier now, as well as also Imogen Coates, as they start to work this way through. Coming now, 4 lengths to go. Anya Coakley, what's the gap now between her and the second swimmer? It is currently 5 seconds, so she's really starting to press and really making these swimmers sweat now as they're trying to catch up with her at this stage. And Alexander Irish leading the pack, but you can start to see Elizabeth Lemfonenko. She's starting to really press now. Those arm rates are working hard. The kicking is working hard. And we can see that Victor Dryankov is doing everything he can. At this stage, the arms will be burning. They'll be really out of breath right now. It's hard work out there, folks. Let me tell you, a lot of swimmers find this extremely difficult, and it is a tough sport. When it comes to the 800 meters, you need to have that stamina. You need to have that endurance at the end here as we get to the last 3 lengths. And a good lead here from Anya Coakley. And she started pressing at the halfway mark, didn't she? And she's really starting to motor now. What a great swim from her as she gets to the last 2 lengths to go. Setting the mark for the 12-year-old girls. Can she get a medal? We shall see when we get later to the stage what her time is. Her time she set for this event is 10:37.99, and she's on course as well. As she comes to the last 100 meters to go, can she beat that time of 10:37.99? Second place, Alexander Irish, and you can start to see Elizabeth Lemfonenko as she's starting to make a move. In 3rd place, Holly Featherstone still in this race in 4th place, as well as also Victor Dryankov. As we come to the last 100 meters, who's got that sprint finish towards the end? This is really, really exciting stuff. You can start to see Victor Dryankov now really starting to press in lane 6 at the moment, as he's coming through strongly. Can he catch up with the rest of the swimmers? Elizabeth Lemfonenko fighting as she does. What a great swimmer she is, as well as also Alexander Irish as well. Coming to the last 50 now, Anya Coakley turns for the finish. What a fantastic swim she's had. And she's absolutely motoring Sorry, is she doing the 100 meters or is she doing the 800 meters? It looks like she's doing her 100 meters, but an absolute brilliant stamina, brilliant fitness from her. And she's got to come through with the last 25 meters to go. But look at that second place finish though. Wow, we have a race between Holly Featherstone, Alexander Irish, as well as also lane 5 is Victor Dreinkopf. This is the total sprint finish towards the end. Victor Dreinkopf is also in this race as well, but let's give it up for Anya Coakley with 10:25.48. Superb stuff from her. And second place, a great finish in there from Elizabeth Limfanenko gets second, and Alexander Irish gets third. Wow, what a fantastic race that was.
Heat 5, referee. In lane 1, Joseph Payne from Colchester. In lane 2, Dottie Thorby, City of Norwich. In lane 3, Summer Woodside, Peterborough. And in lane 4, Nora Hughes from Colchester. Samuel Falanaya from Epping Forest is in lane 5. James Nelson from St Albans, lane 6. In lane 7, Lara Kelly from Newhall with what was a magnificent dive, I must say. And Poppy Ellingford from Thurrock is in lane 8. They're at the wall and turned. It's Summer that leads them at the end of the first 50. She's setting a strong pace here, and Joseph Payne also picking his pace up out of that turn over there in lane 1. We're just hanging back across the rest of these lanes at the first 100. Getting our eye in, working out our plan. Summer turns us. Now Nora in second place. Joseph, Lara, Poppy, Dottie and Samuel. Very close across these 8 lanes. Picking up out of that 100-meter turn is Nora Hughes and Lara Kelly. Neck and neck, almost. May well have just overtaken, actually, Joseph. Certainly Nora and Joseph are neck and neck in that turn. Challenging Summer Woodside on that early lead that she'd crafted. Still relatively close across these 8 lanes. No one really showing too much of an early hand here. But Samuel Falanaya now picking up his pace in lane 5. And Nora Hughes really challenging Summer at the 200-meter turn. Second in between Joseph Payne and Lara Kelly. But really, what is that? 5 seconds across this water. There's not a great deal in it. And a long way to go to change it. Almost up out of that turn in sync now, Joseph, Summer and Nora. Summer looks to me like she's still got a fingertip in front. Oh no, it's Nora that's in control now. Nora Hughes just taking the lead. Samuel Falanaya working hard to close the gap that these three swimmers have on him. He's doing a great job of it as well. 300 done. And in that 300, Nora Hughes has taken control. Now Joseph Payne in second, Summer, Samuel, Lara, James, Poppy and Dottie all in. 500 to go. Interesting to look at the different kicking techniques here. Some of them barely breaking the water whatsoever and powering along. Conserving their energy in that kick. So now Nora Hughes is really out front at the halfway mark. She has taken a wonderful approach to this first 400. And in joint second place, it's Joseph and Samuel, but it's Samuel that hit that wall first. Lara Kelly now right up in here in the mix. We are all in to the halfway mark. Dottie having a proper look. Was that 8? Yes, it was. Go on. Only 400 to go. Joseph Payne continues to pick up speed over there in lane 1. Really now beginning to challenge his club mate, Nora Hughes. Mix of 12 and 13-year-olds here. Joseph is 12. Nora is 12, James, Nelson and Lara Kelly all 12, everybody else 13. Certainly swimming at age 13. Nora went into this with a short course to long course converted time. Fairly swift one of 10:20. She went in with a, I don't know, a 3-second lead over the next fastest swimmer. But it's now Sammy Falanaya is beginning to push ahead and challenge Nora. Sammy, that's very informal of me, isn't it? I'm sure he is a Sammy. Maybe he's a Sam. I'll stick to Samuel, otherwise he'd turn me off. Such a long stroke, long and strong that Nora has. Samuel Falanaya now really challenging her though, with a pacey, feisty stroke on her left-hand side. 200 meters to go now. Joseph, James, Lara, Poppy, just powering up, continues to power up. Summer and Dot, all in. Go on then, 200. We know about 200. Now, has Nora recognized exactly where Samuel is? Has she got her eye on him? Is he going to challenge her lead? He's beginning to. What's she want to do about it? Keep your eye on James Nelson now. He's got a second wind and coming into this race. Samuel Falanaya has taken control at the 100-meter turn. That is what we call a sophisticated game plan. And have a look at James Nelson upping his ante. Oh, what a glorious swim. Can he challenge both of these swimmers? It looks like he can at this rate. Final 2 lengths for all of our swimmers now. What a fantastic Friday evening in Luton. Keeping us on the edge of our seats. So we got a battle, we definitely got a battle between Samuel and Nora, but I've got a little eye on James Nelson. Challenging, closing. Can he do it? The crowd are right behind these swimmers. Nice one. Let's go, swimmers. Samuel is in front. Can he hold this first touch? Keep your eye on James. Closing now, overtaking Nora. It's the power of this gallery, pushing him forward. Sammy touches in first. James touches in second. Nora Hughes in third. Swimmers, that was epic. Good job. And those times, have a look at those times. Lots to be proud of in the water. Congratulations. In comes Poppy. Summer and Dottie finishing this set in style. Nice one.
Heat 6, over to you, referee. All right, lane 1, we've got Elsie Cole from Epping Forest. Lane 2, Eden Gale from Leiston. Lane 3, Danny McGrath from Norwich Swan. Lane 4, Catherine Love from Chelmsford. Lane 5 is Georgie Busby from Hatfield. In lane 6 is Charlotte Dixon from Hitchin. In lane 7 is Olivia Bryant from Stowmarket. And in lane 8 is Eloise Palfrey from Colchester. And some really good times there in the previous heats. All these swimmers, except for Eloise Palfrey, who's in the 12-year category, are in the 13-year category. So we'll see the 13-years starting to move up the heats. But coming to this heat, and we just love to see these swimmers beating their own personal best times as well. It's a great achievement to do it at East Regionals as well, on the biggest stage for most of these swimmers. And it's a great achievement indeed. So leading the pack at the moment is currently Olivia Bryant at the first 100 meters with a mere 14 lengths to go. So not too bad. Second place is really close there with Elsie Cole and Daniel McGrath. And to be honest with you, the pack is really tight to this early stage of the race. We've got currently Aiden doing a great job there, Aiden Gale in lane 2. You also got coming through strongly. To be quite honest with you, they really are literally that close. But you would expect at this early stage of the race, you'll start to see some real pace setters really trying to stretch the field, make them work harder than what they should. Or what they want to anyway, what they should. But if they want to win the race, then they would need to try and either keep to their strategies or up their strategies. So it'll be fascinating to see how this race comes along as we get to the later stages of this race. But at the early stages, setting the pace nicely is Olivia Bryant from Stowmarket in lane 7. And you got in lane 1, 2, and 3, and lane 6. just behind at this stage of the race. Elsie Cole doing a great job there. Also, Daniel McGrath from Norwich Swan as he comes to the first 200 metres. 600 metres to go. So you got 12 lengths to go. So once again, if you feel like doing any volunteering work, we always welcome volunteers to let everything run smoothly. Please do come see us or come speak to Tom Baster if you are keen to do some volunteering work and help us out, especially on Sunday. So if your kid's doing the whole day on Sunday, or if you just want to spend the day watching swimmers, there's nothing better than actually doing some marshalling, getting the swimmers in place, or doing the door. Just totally depends, but it's always good to have some extra help with these lovely events. But back to the race we go, and Olivia O'Brien doing a great job there, and still really, really close. Lane 1, Elsie Cole working really hard. You can start to see her kicking. She got quite an engine on her at the moment, really kicking hard. Daniel McGrath using those long arms as well, doing a great job. As we get to 6 lengths with 10 lengths to go. So we're getting to the final 10 lengths now, and lovely pace setting out from Olivia Bryant, making it extremely difficult for the rest of the pack to beat her. So I'll give you the times of all these swimmers. So you'll be seeing whether they can try and beat their own PBs. Elsie Cole's time is 10:19.40. Aidan Gale's time is 10:18.80. Daniel McGrath's time is 10:18 flat. Catherine Love is 10:16.83. Georgie Busby from Hatfield is 10:17.19. Charlotte Dixon, 10:18.20. Olivia Bryant is 10:19.13. And Eloise Pelfrey is 10:20.20. So she's really... So Olivia Bryant, 10:19.13. She's definitely on course to beat that time as we get to the halfway stage now. She's well ahead of that 5-meter mark at this stage of the race. As she comes to the final 10 meters to go at the halfway line at 8 lengths. Great job from her, and you started to see Elsie Cole now really trying to catch up with her. She's currently in 2nd place, making the rest of the pack work harder. And now we get to the second half of the race, folks, and this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets fun for us to watch. Not fun for the swimmers, though. Let me just tell you that. It's definitely more difficult for the swimmers. But once again, if they like to race, they love this sort of stuff anyway. And doing a great job at the moment. Elsie Cole in lane 1, really trying to catch up with Olivia O'Brien, doing a brilliant job. A lovely stroke from her as well. Lovely, the smooth arms, lovely strength in their arms as well. You can see how far those arms go forward as she's in the lead, coming into the final 7 lengths to go. And right behind her, Elsie Cole doing a great job there, as well as also Daniel McGrath. And now there's about 3 swimmers now looking, splitting the rest of the pack. There's about 6 swimmers now trying to, any one of these 6 swimmers can win this race at this stage with the last 6 lengths to go. And Lexi Cole doing a great job there, as well as Daniel McGrath. You can also see Aidan Gale now making an appearance in this stage. And once again, I told you about those second half swimmers. They're the ones you need to look out for. They're the dangerous ones. They've been keeping it slow for now, making sure they got their sprint finish towards the end. And when you're sprinting 100 meters, anything could happen, folks. Let me just tell you that. As we get to this turn, we've got Olivia Bryant first. 2nd place, Elsie Cole. 3rd place, still Daniel McGrath. 4th place is currently Aidan Gale. And 5th place is Charlotte Dixon now, making a strong move now. As she wants to get into the place positions. A great job there from Eloise Pelfrey. We saw the last previous time was 10:22 for the 12-year age group. Can she beat that time? We shall see when we've got the last 4 lengths to go. So we last 6 lengths now. 5 lengths to go now. We're getting to the last stage now. They just swam 11 lengths. Last 5 lengths. Fantastic stroke here from Olivia Bryant, though. She really is keeping this pace going, making it extremely difficult for everybody else, which is just what you want to do. And I'm sure the coach must be beaming from ear to ear with her style at the moment as she's coming through strongly. She's doing a great job at the moment. For Stowmarket. Second place, Elsie Cole, working hard. She totally got a great kick on her as well. Danny McGrath right there as well. Aidan Gale making a late surge now with 4 lengths to go now, folks. We've got 4 lengths the last 200 meters. And this is where we start to see some real sprinters now trying to get through. Great job here for Charlotte Dixon as well. She's starting to move up the field, as well as also Eloise Palfrey. She knows if she wants to get a great time to get into medal contention, she needs to start making a move. She is, I believe, the last 12-year. Yeah, she is the last. No, I think she's one of the last. I think Cassie Bonner, I think, is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a couple other swimmers in the other last heats with the 12 years, and she'll be wanting to set a time to get into medal contention. So coming up now to the last 2 lengths, and still in front is Olivia Bryant, and she's been absolutely superb. She's totally broken this field apart. She really has, and made everybody think about their strategies at this stage, whether they need to change it or not, on the mark with 2 lengths to go. But look at Elsie Cole, though, really making a move as she's coming through now. This is going to get close. Last 2 lengths now, and now we get the sprinters with 100 meters to go. Can Eloise Palfrey win this race from start to finish, or is Elsie Cole got something with her in second place at the moment? Danny McGrath in third place. Can he make a move with the last 100 meters to go? Also, we got 2 just behind them at the moment, and working hard is Charlotte Dixon, as well as also Aidan Gale, really still in this race at the moment, as they got 50 meters to go. And they'll probably have more of the energy on them at this side of this race. Can they make a move in the last 50 meters? But what a fantastic swim here from Olivia Bryant, coming to the last 50 meters now. Around about 9 minutes 30 seconds. Her time was in this race was 10:20. Wow, 50 seconds to do a 50-meter freestyle. She's going to break that record, her own PB, which is brilliant stuff. But can she hold on to the wind? Coming to 25 meters to go. What an absolutely epic swim from her as she's coming through. Elsie Cole absolutely trying everything she can to try and catch up with her. But it's only one winner in this race, folks. And let's give it up for the wonderful Olivia Bryant wins it. Second place goes to wonderful Elsie Cole, and Daniel McGrath coming for a start, finishing in the third place position in the actual boys section, winning it in his section at the moment. So in the 13-year-olds, well done, Daniel McGrath. And let's give it up for all these fantastic, and let me just say fantastic swimmers as well. And we look forward to seeing them on the weekend as well. I'm sure they've got a lot more swimming and a lot more results to do. So well done.
Heat 7, over to you, referee. Cassie Bonner from Epping Forest is in lane 1. In lane 2, it's David Horora from Thurrock. Olive Bailey from Colchester is in lane 3. Darcy Davies from Basildon Phoenix, lane 4. With a really glorious dive, Charles Pritchard Stevenage in lane 5. Shuhan Young from Colchester is in lane 6. Archie Georgiakis from Basildon Phoenix is in lane 7. And in lane 8, Harrison Burridge from Cambridge. Charles just sort of flew through the air in that dive. It was beautiful, light and speedy. We are swimming as a pack in the 75 metres into the 100-metre turn. Stroke for stroke they come. It has been all change right down to this turn, but it was Harrison that got there first within a fraction of a smidge, then Charles, then Darcy. This is heat 6 of 11, so we're about halfway through, and congratulations to all of our swimmers who qualified for this event. It was quite close, firm competition, and for those who have swum it so far, you are mega. My absolute heroes. We've 3 12-year-olds in this heat. That's Cassie, David, and Charles. And it's Cassie, Olive, and Charles out front now, leading this pack. Charles Pritchard going to get to the wall at the end of the 200 first. But really only just. Olive and then Shuhan. Terrifically high bar that our swimmers are setting for us for the rest of this weekend. Thank you for that. We are excited to see what happens. So still dead tight across this water at the 300 metres, well, 250 so far, but coming into the 300-metre turn. I think Olive Bailey's just taking control. She's got the smidge, and she's using it. Got my eye on Shuhan, sharking it up over there in lane 6, quietly beginning to turn up the gas, work through the gears. That was a glorious turn and underwater for her. Some distance beginning to open up across the water. It's so, obviously not for our 8 swimmers currently, but for the rest of us, so very peaceful in this pool hall, calm and serene. An absolutely terrific facility here at Luton. So coming into the halfway turn, Olive, with her new fraction of a smidge lead, maintains that, but, oh, I don't know, might have just jinxed that because Charles Pritchard challenging her at the wall, just behind her. Shuhan now in a strong 3rd place. And then it's Cassie and Archie and Harrison. Darcy and David are both still well in this race and looking glorious in their respective lanes. And whilst, of course, it is a bit of a race because There will be medals for age group winners. Of course, they're really aiming here to beat their own best time. And the times we're looking at are not real life best times. They are short course to long course converted times. So they're hardcore to beat. Well, thank you very much to our swim fam for stepping forward to volunteer. We appreciate you. Please do step forward to help if you have some time on Saturday or Sunday. Right, look at that. As if by magic, it's 4 lengths to go. And now the brilliant Charles Pritchard in control of this race. What are these lot of brilliant swimmers going to do about that in the final 200? They will certainly have something to say about it. You know who's got something to say about it. It's Olive Bailey. She is absolutely cutting through the water to try to challenge and regain the lead that she had carved out for herself. Bells for Charles and Olive and Shuhan. And for Archie Georgiakis, Cassie Bonner and Harrison Burridge. For Darcy Davies, all in now, final 100. These are going to be some super duper times. Go on then. We're going to have a little race here for Charles with Olive hot on his heel. In fact, now on his shoulder. Keep your eye on Shuhan. She has got a sprint finish on her, if ever we've seen one. And indeed, it's Olive Bailey who's beginning to take control. Has she come into the lead? Can she? Looks to me like Charles has just got a fingertip in front, but Olive is challenging him. Oh my goodness me, wowee, as Dave would say. Olive Bailey touched in first, good job. Charles Pritchard with a lovely swim, touched in second, and the fantastic Shuhan Yang in third place. In comes Archie Georgiakis and Harrison Burridge. Cassie Bonner's in, so is David Huara and Darcy Davies. That was stunning.
Heat 8, over to you, referee. All right, folks, here we go. Lane 1, we've got Tobias Watson from Borough Southend. Lane 2, Elijah Wilson from Team Ipswich. Lane 3, Sophie Harvey from Senior Cambridge. Lane 4, George Sims from Hatfield. Lane 5, Leo Sims from Hatfield. Lane 6, Johnny Macaulay from Senior Peterborough. Lane 7, Scar Freeman from Norwich Swan. And Lane 8, Libby Flitton from Dunstable. Well, it seems like we might have some twins here. I believe they're twins. I mean, let me know if they're not. But it's good to know if they're not. Then it makes me look foolish. But anyway. But back to the race now and really doing well. It's currently Leo Sims leading the race. And right next to him with a lovely smooth stroke is Johnny Macaulay. As you can see, different strokes. And looking good at there, lane 1, Tobias Watson. Really working hard as we get to the first 100 meters. Very, very early stages. Very close at this stage as well. Let's see who can make a move at this stage and really split the field apart. And looks like Leo Sims is doing a great job there at the moment. George Sims, his brother, right behind him. Knows his brother very well. He's got his own strategy, I'm sure. And I'm sure that they've got this whole sibling rivalry. I know I used to have it when I was racing. I had it with my little brother, so I know all about the civil rivalry. But once again, great start there from Leo Sims, Johnny Macaulay. A lovely stroke from him as well, right behind him at this stage. 3 lengths gone, 13 lengths to go. Long way to go in this race. But doing a great job, Elijah Wilson now moving up the field, as well as also Tobias Watson there. And literally every single other swimmer is still well into this race at the quarter stage of the race, 3 quarters to go. So if once again I will mention about the volunteers again. We've had 1 or 2 volunteers come up, so thank you for your help. We also need some more. So if you do feel like volunteering, especially for Sunday, we would really, really appreciate it if you can join us for the whole Sunday. That'll be absolutely marvelous. So great job here from Leo Sims, Johnny Macaulay now, as Leo Sims is starting to really stretch the rest of the pack, trying to move away, but Johnny Macaulay right in the shoulder. This race will be interesting indeed as we get up to the halfway stage. Still a long way to go. Five lengths gone, 11 lengths to go. Right, Leo Sims still hanging on, trying to pull away from Johnny Macaulay, but Johnny Macaulay's got other ideas. Still hanging in there, but Leo Sims really is doing a great job at 6 lengths. 300 meters gone, 500 meters to go, half a kilometer. And in third place now, moving up the field is Elijah Wilson as he starts to make a move. Maybe he's realizing that the 2 boys in front, he's got quite a bit of work to do. Just to give you some update on the age groups. So we've got some 5 13-year-olds. We've got Tobias Watson, Elijah Wilson, George Sims, Leo Sims, and Johnny Macaulay. And the 14-year-olds now entering the field. The first 14-year-olds we have are Sophie Harvey in lane 3, and Scar Freeman and Libby Flitton in lane 7 and 8 for the girls in the 14-year category. So great job here from these 2 13-year-old boys. They're racing each other, and they're doing a great job. Johnny Macaulay really absolutely making it look flawless at the moment. Lovely kicking. Leo Sims, a long stretch of the arms, stretching his arms as long as he possibly can. And you'll see his development through his teenage years, where he will obviously be getting taller, his body be forming, and it's a great stroke to have when he starts growing up in his teenage years. Now, wow, Johnny Macaulay just made that move at the halfway mark as he leads into Leo Sims' second place. Leo Sims hanging on there though. Now you're starting to see Elijah Wilson really starting to make a move, as well as also Tobias Watson in lane 1. So we've got 8 lengths to go. We've got 400 meters. This is what they do for warm-ups. So we shall see how that goes at the moment. Really working hard, Tobias Watson there. Quick arm rates. And it's really impressive to see his fitness levels keeping with that arm length and strength in his stroke, which is great to see. And just behind the 2 girls there, Sophie Harvey and Scar Freeman doing a brilliant job there as well. As we come to the lane, 7 lengths to go now. And still in front is Johnny McCauley, and Leah Sims not going anywhere soon. But can Johnny McCauley start to stretch? He's got so much power in the water. Absolutely impressive for such a young lad at the age of just under 13 years old. So we got 6 lengths now, 300 meters to go, 6 lengths to go. And you're starting to see now Johnny McCauley making a move, making Leah Sims work hard. And just behind him is Elijah Wilson, about 8 seconds just behind the group, literally 8 seconds. And in 4th place, Tobias Watson still in there, as well as also the 2 girls, Sophie Harvey and Scar Freeman as well, doing a great job. So 5 lengths to go, and all of a sudden you're starting to see it's currently Johnny McCauley's race at this stage. It's in his hands. Can he stretch further? Can he win it with the last 5 lengths? Great job he's doing, but Leah Sims still hanging in there. Has he got that fighting sprint right at the end? Just in 3rd place, a real battle there for 3rd between Tobias Watson and Elijah Wilson. Tobias Watson from Southend, Elijah Wilson from Ipswich. As it comes to the last 4 lengths to go, 200 meters. That is all it's at the moment. And look at the gap. It's now 2 seconds between Johnny McCauley and Leah Sims. Can Leah Sims catch it up? And Johnny McCauley just seems to get really, really stronger and stronger as this whole entire heat goes along. Leah Sims really working hard, trying to keep up with them at the moment, but it just seems to be that John McCauley is slightly edging it at the moment. All of a sudden, Elijah Wilson in that 3rd battle at the moment, he's starting to move ahead of Tobias Watson. Can he catch up to the 2 boys in front, or is it a bit too much to do with the last 3 lengths to go? Leah Sims still fighting there. What a fighter he is indeed. What a great swim he's having. The times to beat for this as well. You got Leah Sims' time, 10:01.07. Johnny McCauley, 10:02.75. Tobias Watson, 10:05.20. Elijah Wilson, 10:03.10. The girls, Sophie Harvey, 10:01.94. Scar Freeman, 10:03.50. Libby Flitton, 10:07.44. George Sims, 10 minutes flat, .21. 100 meters to go, and Johnny McCauley now stretching the gap. It's now 5 seconds. That's a big gap to catch. What a fantastic swim. You're starting to see that second half of the race, and he is absolutely just moved ahead and making it really difficult for Leah Sims to try and catch him at this very late stage. It looks like it's his race to win. As he comes around, he's looking at times. He wants to make sure that you've got Thomas Button in the next heat. You've also got in the second to last heat, you got a Polar Pop, and you've also got the Jack Lees as well, and also Benjamin Piscopo. So he's in the medal contentions, but he needs to get a great time for this. As we get to the final 25 meters, wow, what a swim this has been for Johnny McCauley as he comes through, and he's got a great kick now as he motors along. Fantastic. You wouldn't think he just swam 800 meters. Let's give it up for Johnny McCauley from Peterborough, who wins it. What on Johnny? 9:47.87. He'll be over the moon with that time. Also, second place goes to Leah Sims, also beating his PB of 9:56.88, under the 10-minute mark. What on, lads? Great swimming. And in third place is going to Elijah Wilson, gets third. Great swim from Elijah. And fourth place going to Tobias Watson. And the first girl to come through was Sky Freeman in 10:12.92 and Sophie Harvey in sixth position at 10:17.63. And let's give it up for these last two swimmers as well. We got the fantastic George Sims and Libby Flitton, which I'm sure we'll see more of. Well done, swimmers. Great swimming.
Heat 9 of 11. Over to you, referee. Neve Ives from Hatfield is in lane 1. Sydney Lewis from Colchester in lane 2. Thomas Mutton from Deben, lane 3. And in 4, it's Alice Buckingham from Verulam. Guy Spearman Baines from Bishop Stortford is in lane 5. Keris Wall from Cambridge, lane 6. Marcus Chew from Linslade in lane 7. And Violet Freezer, Team Ipswich, swimming in lane 8. Thomas Mutton and Alice Buckingham are only 13-year-olds in this heat. Lanes 3 and 4, respectively. Everybody else, that grand old age of 14. Neck and neck and neck and neck at the 75-meter mark and counting. Three, 4, 5, and 6 in contention for the first touch, but it's Marcus that took it. Thomas, Alice, Guy, Sydney, Keris, Violet and Neve, all in. We're going to run these last two heats, introducing your swimmers on the block as our heat-defined winners. So get your cheering voices out and your clapping hands ready. Now it's the green hat of Verulam that's out front by a fingertip in lane 4. As they come down to mark 200 meters. Thomas and Sydney on her shoulder. Also got my eye on Guy Spearman Baines. But actually it was Marcus that turned second, sneaking up to the wall there in lane 7. Great turn for Marcus, actually. May well have just propelled himself into pole position. I feel like some of these swimmers are keeping their powder dry. Just hanging back a bit, thinking about when they're going to show their hand and pick up their pace, because they are so close across these lanes. Sydney Lewis came out of that turn beautifully, just began to push forward. Is this the moment she's going to take it? So Alice leads us at the end of the 300 meters. 10 lengths to go on this one. Marcus really looking great in lane 7. Looks like he's just keeping a little bit in reserve for when the go faster comes. Oh, it's just so close as they come. We're at the halfway mark, and I just don't think anyone's really showing their hand, except for Alice, who's out front and bossing it. Can she control this lot all the way to the end? I'm sure that Sydney and Thomas are going to have something to say about that, and I reckon Marcus defo has. Guy now beginning to pick up his pace. Keris too, gosh. Really super duper close. Marcus has got a great turn on him, really strong. We're all into part 2 of this one. 400 meters to go. Oh, some of us can't watch. They're just winding up. Winding up. They just keep on going. My heroes, these lot. The effortless stroke from Alice in lane 4. It looks like she's not even trying. But yet she's leading this field by a good distance. Controls us into the final 300. And now we've split the pack into 2 groups. We've got Sydney and Thomas over there turning second. Marcus with his strong turn, taking Guy and Keris with him. Violet's in, and Neve's about to take her turn into the final 300 of her swim. This pack of 5 swimmers, though, in 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, they're going to have a little, I don't know, a little game with each other. See who can outswim. Absolutely beautiful stroke from Alice, just hypnotic. There's barely any breaking of the water with that stroke of hers. It's very purposeful. What's that, you say? 4 lengths to go? Right, we've got to see this pack of 5 begin to up their ante here. Who wants to come out and show their hand now? 200 meters, that is. I think it must be hard to be out the front on an 800 because you're just not sure what you're doing. Are you going fast? Are you putting distance between yourself and your other competitors? When you're setting the pace, you're not quite sure what the pace is. So beginning to show some of their hand now. Thomas Mutton opening up and away. Trying to get some control as they go into the bells. Guy Spearman Baines is doing the same. Oh, that's almost the first poem of the day. Keris now in 4th place. Sydney and Marcus, 5th and 6th, I think. maybe 6th and 5th, oh, whatever. You get the idea. It's going to be hard to believe that anyone at this point could challenge Alice Buckingham to the final 50. But someone's got a sprint on them, for sure. Thomas Mutton is bringing his to the party. So is Guy Spearman-Baines, beginning to sprint away. They're not catching Alice, because Alice has still got her own sprint on. Absolutely glorious, magnificent swim for Alice Buckingham. Yes, girl, congratulations. Absolutely bossed it. Guy Spearman-Baines in second touch, well done. And Thomas Mutton in third, that was epic. Oh, you kept us on our toes, swimmers, and we love that. In comes the brilliant Violet Freezer. Final 25 for the lovely Nevives. Final 25 for Nevives. There you go. Second poem of the day. We are smashing arts with sports, and that's how we like it.
It rhymes.
Good job, Neve.
All right, the penalty heat, hit 10. In lane 1 from Basel and Phoenix, Mia Wilson. In lane 2 from Biggleswade, Eliza Jennings. In lane 3 from Chelmsford, Apollo Pop. In lane 4 from Watford, Hugo Holly. In lane 5 from Team Ipswich, Jack Monday. In lane 6 from the city of Norwich, Ricardo Damaria. In lane 7 from St Albans, Edison Summers. And in lane 8 from Colchester, George Connor. Over to you, referee. All right, here we go, folks. The two 13-year-olds in this group is George Connor in lane 8 and lane 3, Apollo Pop. And lane 3 is Apollo Pop. The two 13-year-olds, the rest are 14. So we shall see a great start there. From lane 1 is Mia Wilson, and lane 4 is Hugo Harley, who's taking a very fast start at the moment, trying to set the pace nice and fast at this stage. It's almost like the 5,000 meters in athletics. Who's going to set that pace first? Is it going to be a fast race? Is it going to be a steady race? And it looks like Hugo Harley is saying, this is going to be fast. I hope you can keep up. Because this is where this race is going right now. He's leading it. Second place is Mia Wilson, doing a great job holding on there. And also now doing a great job in there. Lane 2, Eliza Jennings, Apollo Pop, and also Jack Monday in lanes 4 and 5, all the way through to 5. But as we saw in the last 1,005 meters, we had a great race in last week where the swimmers, the lanes 5 to 8 were leading all the way through halfway stage to the last 300 meters. And then all of a sudden, lanes 1 to 4 just started appearing out of nowhere. Is it going to happen again, folks, as we get to this second to last heat? The reason why we're doing this as a final is because these are the last girls in this event. So we shall see how the likes of Edison Summers, as well as also Eliza and the two boys, the 13-year-old boys. It's Jack is currently Apollo Pop in lane 3, and George Connor as well. Great swim as well. Apollo Pop now really appearing in second place now, up to 4 lengths, 200 meters gone. 12 lengths to go as we start hotting up now. And you've got a couple of swimmers going back and forth at the moment, trying to pace each other. You've got currently looking over, you can see Jack Monday and Apollo Pop now pacing each other nicely. And of course, you've got Edison Summers now making a move for the girls. Can she get top girl in this event? Can she win the gold? We shall see as we come towards the later stages. But a great job from Mia Wilson, as well as Edison Summers there. And of course, we've got Eliza Jennings in lane 2, right behind Mia Wilson at this stage of the race. And you can start to see that the reason why these swimmers, each heat is faster and faster, and these swimmers have set pretty much in the top 16 swimmers up to 14 years old in this particular event. They are the top 16 in the registered times. Can they make it into medals? As we come along, we've got Hugo Harley leading this race. He's now ahead now. Great finish. But look at the wonderful work from Addison Summers. They've done 6 lengths, 10 lengths to go now. 300 meters gone, 500 meters to go. And all of a sudden, it's starting to see a polar pop. And also Jack Monday now working hard, coming neck and neck now with Hugo Harley. Hugo Harley setting the early pace. Now all of a sudden, polar pop making it really difficult for him, trying to keep up with the pace now. Can Hugo Harley have another surge through this race? We shall see as we get to the later stage. But Addison Summers, though, what a great move from her in lane 7 as she's now taking the lead and starting to set the pace. Great stuff from her. Can she get that gold medal? Really working hard. Mia Wilson there in lane 1, really fighting for this at the moment between these two girls. And these are fantastic swimmers indeed. And can't wait to see what their future entails. They're going to have some ups and downs, and I'm sure their parents will be with them at those deep stages, but they're doing a great job at the moment. And leading the race now, Addison Summers now with halfway to go. This is where it gets interesting. 8 lengths to go now. Who's got that? Who's going to make the move now with the second half of the race, or the last 40 meters? This is where it gets interesting, and all of a sudden, you start to see Jack Monday making the move. Can Apollo Pop match that pace, or Hugo Harley? Can they match it? As they're starting to go, and Apollo Pop is trying to keep up. He has made the move with Jack Monday. Jack Monday trying to go forward, realizing all of a sudden Addison Summers is starting to stretch that lead now. What a great swim Addison Summers is having. She started making that move with just after the 7th length, and she's done a brilliant job here. Wow, can she keep this going? Can anybody catch her? Really kicking hard now, making the boys work behind her. And Mia Wilson is still in this race as well, doing a brilliant job there in lane 1. Can she react?
It's a partial result, so they're the finished events.
Fantastic.
They can collect their medals.
Okay. Right, folks, we do have some results. And we just want these swimmers to go get their medals as well. So, in the female 13 years, the bronze medal goes to Xuan Yang from Colchester. The silver medal in second place is Olive Bailey, who got the silver. And the gold medal goes to Alice Buckingham. The female 11 to 12 years age group, the bronze medal went to Nora Hughes from Colchester. In second place, the silver medal goes to Eloise Palfrey from Colchester. And the gold went to Cassie Bonner from Epping Forest. Swimmers, collect your well-deserved medals. Back to the race now, and here we go, folks. We're topping it up. We've got 5 lengths to go, and look at Addison Summers now really making this field work hard. And also Jack Monday in second place, trying to catch up. Can he do it? He's got the lead. Apollo Pop now. All of a sudden, he started kicking hard, realizing Jack Monday is starting to stretch him. Can he make a move with the last 4 lengths to go? Last 200 meters now, folks. 4 lengths. That's all there is. Can these boys do it? Both these boys are medal contention. And Polar Pup, 13 years old. Can he get the medal? Can he beat the previous times of Thomas Button? Coming now to the last 3 lengths, and Addison Summers, what a fantastic race she is having. Can she be caught though? All of a sudden you got behind her Jack Monday really working hard, as well as Polar Pup, and just behind him as well is still Hugo Harley working hard there. What a great swim from him as they come through now. And right behind him as well, Mia Wilson also sprinting as hard as she possibly can. And all of a sudden now you got George Connor coming into events. Can he catch up with a Polar Pup? He started making a move now with 300 meters to go. Last 2 lengths now, folks. 100 meters to go. What a great swim here from Addison Summers. Can she get gold? It looks like she's on the way to glory. Second place is Jack Monday. Third place, a Polar Pup. Can a Polar Pup get into medal contention for the 13-year-olds? Just to let you know as well, Addison Summers' time for this event is 9:47.02. Jack Monday Summers 9:39.70, and a Polar Pup is 9:42.60. These are the registered times coming into this event. Last 50 meters now, and what a swim from Addison Summers. She has been absolutely superb, and she deserves a round of applause when she finishes, no doubt about it. Second place though, looking like it's going to be Jack Monday. Can a Polar Pup do a 50-meter sprint to try and catch up to him? He's doing his absolute best at the moment. He's absolutely thrashing those arms, kicking hard, knowing the fact he's got 25 meters to go. Can he catch up with Jack Monday right at the end? But look at Addison Summers go for St Albans. She's going to win it. She's going to get gold. It looks like Addison Summers. Well done, Addison. Fantastic swim. And second place goes to Jack Monday, and a Polar Pup gets a potential medal as well. We shall see how it goes in the next heat, but well done to Polar Pup. Let's give it up for Hugo Harley as well, as he finishes in 4th. 5th place goes to Mia Wilson, and let's see how she does in the medal position, but she's also in line for their medal position as well. But let's get up for all these swimmers. Well done, swimmers.
Okay, this is Heat 11. In lane 1, Jacob Muir from Peterborough. In lane 2, Jack Lees, Epping Forest. In lane 3, Lewis Gardner, Basildon Phoenix. In lane 4, Aaron Rawnsley, Harpenden. In lane 5, Benjamin Piscopo, Peterborough. In lane 6, Ashton Hunter, Peterborough. In lane 7, Noah Goodson, West Norfolk. And in lane 8, it's Finley Burford, Basildon Phoenix. Over to you, referee. Loving the Peterborough dance. Now, according to their entry times, these are the fastest boys in the East for the 800 free, certainly. Let's see if they've got some challengers from the previous heat, because that looked brilliant. This is our last heat of the evening, I'm sorry to say. But we look forward to this being fast and furious and a great day of swimming tomorrow, undoubted. It's Jack Lees and Benjamin Piscopo showing their hand early at the end of the first 100. Benjamin, Jack, and Ashton Hunter. All right, we're on manual identification here, so please forgive the wrong swimmers in the wrong lanes. I'll make sure I've got a patch on it for tomorrow. But for today, I'm watching lane 5. That's Benjamin Piscopo out front early. Right next to him, Ashton Hunter in lane 6. And Jack Lees still up front in lane 2.
Look at that stroke though.
Benjamin turns us. End of the 200, we're all in. We're looking great. We've a 12-year-old swimmer in this heat, which is why we refrained from announcing the 12-year-old boys. That's Lewis Gardner in lane 3. Absolutely holding his own here. A super long distance swimmer. Benjamin, though, continues to lead. 250, but Jack Lees beginning to force forward and challenge Ashton Hunter in that second position. Lane 5, lane 6, lane 2 in the top 3. But actually, you know, it's 6 now that's got control of this, I think, by a fingertip. Oh, I don't know, might be wrong. I've got a funny angle. No, it's 5 that's in control still. That's Benjamin Piscopo. But Ashton Hunter is hunting him down. We do not know anything about the times or anything. All we know is that they're going dead quick. Super quick. Can that be an official time? I would say turn to the YouTube live stream, but there's no times there either, so. Ben, that was a bit informal. Ashton, Jack, now in sync, lanes 1, 3 and 4. Let me put, oh, and 8. Let me put my peepers on and tell you who they are. Jacob, Lewis, Aaron, and Finley. They are swimming together. It is a guessing game. We just know how to keep things interesting here. Basically, we're not going to know until the finalists are announced. It's going to be a massive surprise. Maybe this was all part of the plan, Stan. But tell you what, the plan from Benjamin Piscopo is shaping up just fine. Because whilst I was chattering away, we crossed the halfway line. Ben still in control. Into the final 300. Now it's the swimmers in lanes 3 and 4 that are beginning to open up and away from the swimmers in lanes 1 and 8. And if I stopped taking my glasses off, I could tell you who they were. I take them off because otherwise I look like a teacher having a look over. Benjamin now almost a couple of bodies ahead. Ashton Hunter in a firm second position, though both of these swimmers winding up in sync into super fast speed, a time as yet unknown, but really quick. What is that, says Ben? 4 lengths, you say? Yes, we say. Go on. Jack Lees has taken his turn. Oh, little battle for Aaron Rawnsley and Lewis Gardner, but it was Aaron that got the better of that turn in lane 4. He came out of that with intention. He's decided to up his game. See if he can go for third touch. We don't know if it's bronze. We'll not know until the final results are announced. It's like the Eurovision. Swimming blind. I quite like this, you know. Who knows? But it's Jack Lees that holds those 2 fantastic swimmers at bay in lane 2. He is in a strong third position. Might be bronze, might not be. We shall wait to see. What we do know is all the bells are about to ring. They've rung for Benjamin. They've rung for Ashton Hunter, our Peterborough swimmers. Final 100 of this final heat. And sadly, some of you may think, as I do, the final heat of our long distance swims for this championships. Haven't our long distance swimmers been absolutely magnificent? I can't wait to see them again next year. Obviously, we've still got the 400 to come, but, you know, we know about 400, don't we? I tell you what else we know about the amazing Benjamin Piscopo. Absolutely bossed it. Ben has bossed it. Ashton coming in with a glorious second touch. Congratulations, fellas. Don't know if you've got a gold or a silver or a bronze yet. Jack Lees touches in third. We don't know what times you're on, guys, so it's going to be a big surprise. And there is the final rhyme of the day. Congratulations, fellas. We don't know. Aaron's looking for a time and no one's got it. It's a big surprise. Congratulations, swimmers. We're going to wait to see what the results say. In Eurovision fashion, we'll wait for the judges to announce. For now, though, your job here is done. I think there's usually a little swim down, and Tom, there he is.